People, you see this? And want jump, you go jump out of a plane, yeah?
I think when you listen to Afrobeats is kind of a happy music. And it is very unfair for people to be saying, oh, the Afro artist not singing any, roots and culture.
Yeah. We don't wish Chris upon no one. At 12 years, I do in our hair, and I can tell you, real hell.
But blood clot, I never know you can buy a trending spot on YouTube. So now for them man a song where the #1 trending, it never hot. Them just buy a slot.
What would you say to the critics that would say, how could you have entertained such a controversial dancehall artist?
Well, you know.
Big up on yourself, my people. Wanna deal with hope everybody good, hope everybody okay. You see it, we're there again with another one as usual, quickly. And we have a couple of things to talk about, people. Yeah, man. So we see where Vybz Kartel have a strong message towards the youths, them. So we may say, yeah, man, we are looking into that. We also see where the Prime Minister of St. Vincent would have give the real reasons as to why Vybz Kartel came to St. Vincent people. So stay tuned for that. You see what I say? Yeah, man, I don't know that has been a controversial argument over the social media. Also, that's where it's rumored that Jamaica oil has been found in Jamaica, several gallons of oil, my people. You see what I say? Wholly according to what we see circulate social media. And also, that's where Mr. Vegas is, basically speaking on a statement that BUJU BANTON made as it relates to Afrobeats. You see what I say? Yeah, man. And the singer had some very interesting things to say. So do the right thing, subscribe to the channel, and also click the notification bell. Let's get into it. Starting out with a sitting down with Vybz Kartel and the St. Vincent Prime Minister and also Marlon Samuels. We see it with us where Vybz Kartel basically are beating in them heads, so to speak. I make it known, say, yo, him is a man who do about 12, 13 years of jail, and he might make the youth them know, say, it's a place where stay far from, and also staying far from negativity overall. You see what I say? Yeah, man. So at this moment, he might make it known, say, yo, he would want rather youth them go in a more positive light based on what he say. You see what I say? He's saying that, yeah, basically, him now pretty up the whole jail thing and make it look like something or some form of achievement or something. He might make you know, say, yo, is that thing where slow down your life, is that thing where non-progressive, is that thing where no do nothing at all that is good for your people. Take a listen at this.
Far from trouble. Stay far from negative energy, bad energy. Because two things can happen in there. You can dead and you can go to prison, right? Yeah. We don't wish prison upon no one. At 12 years, I do in our hair, and I can tell you, real hell. We don't know the prison stay at St. Vincent. But me sure them it's not a 5-star hotel, right? Is that right, boss? So, yeah. So we can tell you, no, real car. Because it's not a 5-star. So we can tell you them right now. The road is not a road for the transport,
So that is what Vybz Kartel is saying, people. See what I say? Yeah, man. He want make it clear that, I make the youth them know say badness no pay. You see, it is either prison or dead house. And, the prison system is not a nice system. You see it. So, and as me say, him me think him one of the perfect person if he say that, being that him go through the system. So, him know exactly what him talk about and what him feels. You see it. Yeah, man. So that as it relates to that, people. And outside of that, we also see where Sean Storm, Sean Storm is, back on the road. And basically, Sean Storm a question the trending charts. You see, he is saying that him put out a bad song and, the views are run up and all of them things there. But when him check the trending, he realize certain songs stuck at the top with even less views and him a wonder, wagwan. You see what I say? Yeah, man. However, we are going to take a listen at what Sean Storm is saying, and you can't tell me what you think, but I'm going to give my perspective also. So check this out.
In Gaza Nation, then I know say somebody are telling me say, yo, Siva pre trending, why go on pan trending? Remember me, he's not a youth at 2 pre-trending. So them I say, dog, you don't notice you have more view than the song with the #1 pan trending. You have more comments than the song with the #1 pan trending. You have more likes than the song with the #1 pan trending. And you loyalty video out in a 4 day. So my song out in a less day, it have more view than everybody where they out from 1 to 5. But yet still, trending of my song stuck one place over 2 days. You know, I never did a pre till the person said, but blood clot, I never know you can buy a trending spot on YouTube. So now for them man a song where the #1 trending, it never at. Them just buy a slot. Well, guess what? Gaza Nation, we are going to rise to the occasion.
Beautiful people, that is Sean Storm, you know. Yeah man, that is Sean Storm. But I will if I think Sean Storm of it, I not say the man them can manipulate and buy the music off of the and buy spots and them thing they on the chart them and so forth. Cause I will if them thing they are going. But you know, Sean Storm himself have to take a lot of things into consideration because him would have to look in YouTube in the analytics part and see exactly where the views are come from. You see, because if you know majority of your views are come from international, you know, different countries in the world, and which me think are happening at this moment, because all heap of different people are looking for the whole Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Freedom. You know, you're now go hold the #1 trending spot in Jamaica because it's all about Jamaica. And majority of them youth, especially all the likes of Skipper, I know say most of him views that come from Jamaica. You know, Pop Civil Squash as well. You see what I say, people. So it depends. You see it, and as me say, I'm not try to say the man them can't buy views. Them can, but you know, before you show them on the bus like that, you have to take them things into consideration. So I don't know what to think the people. So people will see a rumor also over social media where they are saying that Jamaica found 7 billion barrels of oil or something like that, my people. We see a video of a young man on TikTok, you know, with that argument there. And we see where it go viral. A lot of people, you know, speaking out as if they would have confirmed for true. So that go on. You see what I say, people? And not that me I say it's impossible to find oil, you know, based on how social media run with the heap of clout and people say this and say that, but I just want a little more proof still. So when I say, yeah man, but at the end of the day, as me say, a strong argument me see on every social media platform, you see it. And I don't know, everyone has strong questions for the Jamaican government because it is said that the oil is being taken and, you know, a mine basically quietly and them a make money on the back end and, you know, the people of Jamaica not know what go on as it relates to that money and so forth. I don't know what I think if I feel like it's a logical argument, people, or I feel like people just attack a bunch of stuff. You see it? And what would Jamaica people do, the masses of Jamaica, if them find out indeed, say these people actually found oil and actually mine it quietly and John public no know what go on since we are Jamaican and you know, our country. Anyways, take a listen to what this TikToker is saying if you get more clarity on the TikTok side and make we move on with people.
The question for you, and even though Vybz Kartel is free and everybody can wait till the 31st of December to go party and have a good time, we still want to know about the oil we want to find and a mine. I want to know if it will go rise our economical system or it will go uplift our currency, because it's been far too long where Jamaican currency is below poverty line. You understand? For such a small country with a big impact, it's like we money now go up. Why we money now go up as a country? You understand? We want to know if it's going to bring more revenues in the country, if it's going to create more jobs or what. Because the last time, a couple months ago, we started to find gold, but a gold dust. But right now, we find oil and a mine, so we can't see a water, a oil. So we want to know what kind of benefit it's going to bring to our country on a serious note, and how it's going to uplift our country, and what kind of revenues the country will get back, where people have jobs and jobs are created, what it will bring, what we can expect in the makings like how Jamaica is now producing oil. We used to produce bauxite, now we are producing oil. We're such a magnificent country for such a small country. But Mr. Andrew Holness, out of respect, my ask you, what go on with the oil? And even though December the 31st a Vybz Kartel party, I make a party and have a good time, I still want to know what go on for the oil we want to find at Jamaica and a mine. Peace.
And so I don't know what to think, my people, and we are going to move on to another argument. You see, we see tons of people are trying to speculate what the real reason why Vybz Kartel went to St. Vincent and how him reached there, who invited him there and all of that. We see where Isaac Buchanan had an interview with the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, and basically he would have explained how all of that transpired, people. So instead of speculating and saying this and saying that, we are going to make the person who runs St. Vincent tell you know wagwan. So check this out.
What would you say to the critics that would say, how could you have entertained such a controversial dancehall artist?
Well, you know how this started, because you are at the heart of it.
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Samuel came down here a few weeks before.
Yes.
I've known Marlon Samuel since he was playing cricket. And he came to give solidarity with us.
Yes.
After
Union Island, yes.
After the Hurricane Beryl. And I've been advised that he's a good friend of Mr. Adi Palmer, aka Vybz Kartel. And he knew of some health challenges he had, and I think Marlon probably checked out here and saw that, well, we have some good professionals who may be able to help. And
facilities, let me add
facilities.
That. Yes.
And you called me today.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I knew of you. I had read about what you were doing with Mr. Palmer's case, with Kartel's case. And of course, when you came on and you told me who you were, I sought to put you immediately at ease and joke with you and say, are you related to the Redskin Buchanans from St. Elizabeth?
Yes. They're all watching now, you know, so.
No, and of course I know of them.
Yes.
I lived in Jamaica many years as a student, and I taught there at university. No. And you raised the question with me about the possibility of Kartel coming here.
Mm-hmm.
His medical condition, and he has a need to further explore. Though you have splendid professionals in Jamaica, he wanted to explore in a different environment. And the same thing I told you earlier about mercy and compassion.
Yes.
Which have been taught to me since I'm a boy, since I'm a child. In my home, the church, the school, in my village by the elders. So it came natural. And then you put Kartel on. And of course, he did his joke about world boss and so on. And then he said to me, you know, I have a child with a woman who is the daughter of a Vincentian. I said, what is the name of this person?
Yes.
He told me the Christian name of the grandmother of his child, was a Vincentian, and the surname Cabral. Well, I know the Cabral family, the wide and extensive Cabral family, and in my era, the Cabrals, I know the patriarch since I'm a boy, and the family is extensive. And I found that intriguing. The Lord works in mysterious ways, His wonders to perform. And I didn't make any consideration about politics, whether positive or negative. Here was a human being who had served 13 years in jail. He was freed by the highest court in the land. Therefore, not guilty of what he is charged. That's our system, that's how it works. And here was his lawyer reaching out and saying, well, what are the possibilities? So, it was just a human response that I gave to you. And confirmed by this intriguing connection between Kartel and somebody from St. Vincent and Grenadines, whom I knew, and who this family relations.
That is the magic and power of God and time.
You know, so, and in fact, even if you were in prison and needed help,
Intervention, yes.
and I could help,
You would.
I would help. This is an individual responsibility as a human being. I can't parcel out. You ask me something, I can't parcel it out to my security officer, I can't parcel it out to the cabinet, I can't parcel it out to an NGO. This is a personal responsibility, an act of kindness and compassion and mercy.
Yeah, my people, that is what the St. Vincent president is saying. You know? So I say, yeah, man, and say, yo, the man, them link him up personally. And him know a couple people in Jamaica, you know, people who possibly a family to Isaac and so forth. And you don't know, Vybz Kartel is known and loved all over. So, you know, that would be definitely a plus for the vibe of St. Vincent. So I say, and probably Vybz Kartel himself see St. Vincent as a more, you know, place where him for there at this moment. So I say, yeah, man, probably, I mean, I say it's for, you know, violence reason or not like that, people, you know. And them would I even clearly, I say, when it comes down to the healthcare and so forth, based on what him have a go on for him in terms of the grave disease, and so them have teams of people who specialize in them thing there and so forth, you see it. And I think when you even observe Vybz Kartel, you would see a bit of improvement on the guy, you see it. Yeah, man, but I see where even a while ago, I observe a video with him, and when I say I jump out a plane or something with see them or something like that. But yeah, that's where him face improve drastically, people. So that is that. Also, people, well, that's where Mr. Vegas basically, you know, spoke out as it relates to BUJU BANTON and a statement we make. You see it? We always say like BUJU BANTON and Foota Hype made this statement as it relates to Afrobeats. You see it? Yeah, man. Well, that's where they are saying that when it comes down to Afrobeats, it don't really have a base in terms of how them represent. You see, it is just like a bunch of music, you know, happy music most times and so forth. However, they are saying that when it comes down to Africa, it's a big place and all it is not paradise. You have a lot of places where stuff are going, and you know, it would need some highlight throughout the music, and they are saying that reggae music has done that, you know, but them not see that are going in Afrobeats, which is originally where they stand up on the ground in Africa, if you don't get to me as a people. Yeah, man. So Mr. Vegas, I say him disagree with what the guys them I say. Check this out.
Hear up. You know what I have noticed ever since this, I've noticed it before, but even more now with this BUJU BANTON's conversation. There is a high level of xenophobia when it comes down to Africans. Yeah. I think straight up, Africans do not like each other. I realize that we as Africans, we do not like each other. We are very, very divided. We're divided with religion, we're divided with wealth, we're divided with beliefs. We're very, very divided. And divided in a way where it is not healthy. You understand? It is very, very unhealthy. If you look at what is happening, what people are saying, even with this BUJU BANTON's conversation about Afro music, and I've been reading some of the comments, and I do check in sometime and reply to some people. But I realize that there is a level of hatred coming from some people towards Africans who are still living in Africa. So I realize there's a level of hatred, like you can the tone of the comments, you can sense the hatred towards Africans who are living in Africa. And I think even Africans who are living in Africa, I think there's a level of resentment too for Africans who are not living in Africa. Africans who were moved out or taken out, you know, due to slavery or migration. So I've noticed that. And I think it is very, very unhealthy. But I understand now why black people are at the bottom of the totem. I understand it now. I've never seen Chinese or Asians. I've never seen them on the internet just tearing into each other. Maybe because we don't understand their language, so we don't know if they're tearing into each other. But I'm sure that people would have interpreted the message, or the text, or the what they're saying. But it's just black people, just like, we're just so vile against each other, like so vicious. Like even with this music, Afro music, people talking about Afro music and the way it's not preaching peace. I sense a level of jealousy, yeah, from other Africans towards the Afro musicians. Yeah, I sense a level of jealousy. I sense a level of jealousy from even people in our culture. Yeah? Because when you look at it in us, Afro music, you know, Afrobeats, you know, has been very successful. Burna Boy, you know, created history. Davido created history. Wizkid created history. You know, all these artists are doing so well. You see? And, you know, let me take BUJU out of it, because he said what he said, but the amount of people, even Africans, the amount of people who I see now commenting on it, and the way they are commenting is that there's a level of jealousy and hatred, you know, that is directed at these successful artists. Like, oh, you're not singing uplifting music. You're not singing about poverty. You're not singing about how to free Africa. You see? It's as if people would have rather for artists to just get up every day and sing about poverty, freedom, all of these things, and make no money, make no life for themselves in terms of wealth. Yeah? Do not get to take care of their families, you know, stuff like that. Because when you look at what Afro music is doing, and how these artists are able to take back the resources to their country, no one investigates if Davido is building a hospital, or if Wizkid is building a hospital, or if Burna Boy is donating to charity. No one is investigating that. No one is, and I'm not saying they are, I'm just saying, you know, we're not investigating.
People, that is Mr. Vegas explaining so far, you know. You see, it's you know, him kind of sense a bit of jealousy when it comes down to, like, the whole reasoning. You see what I say? Yeah, man, he's saying that the overall him just see black people as divided when I really check the level. You see it, and, you know, when it comes down to even the argument of Afrobeats not doing this and Afrobeats not doing that, he more see it as a division type of argument instead of just, you know, being level. You see it? Yeah, man, are, you know, ones from dancehall are being jealous because, you know, Afrobeats are do better or take on to, you know, a lot more people and all of that. You see what I say, people? So I don't know what to think about what Mr. Vegas is saying so far, still, my people. But, you know, the entertainer is still a reason. So we are going to continue listen, you know, and then wrap it up. So check this out.
What are these artists doing with the money when they get the money? You know, we know they buy nice things, but of course you work hard, you want to buy nice things. But are we investigating, are we checking if these artists are actually giving back to, you know, their fellow countrymen and women? You see what I say? I think music is not just one-dimensional. I think when you listen to Afrobeats is kind of a happy music. And it is very unfair for people to be saying, oh, the Afro artist is not singing any, you know, roots and culture. Reggae is roots and culture, and the reason why reggae became like this message music, and many of you may not know this, is that the songs that are in the minor keys, they're more emotional. If you listen to Bob Marley songs, the emotional ones, the one that connects with your spirit, with your soul, they are in the minor key. When I say minor, the minor key, right? The major keys are more happy keys. Yeah? So, and reggae is more slow down, like a slow version of, keys are slow, slow pace music where you just want to meditate. And these artists, when they smoke some weed, weed makes you passive, makes you more peaceful, makes you more calm. They get to sing from a different space, or a different vibration, or a different frequency. So you cannot compare Afrobeats with reggae. You see? Because I'm sure Burna Boy and Davido and all of them, they do have to smoke a spliff to get into a meditative mindset, right? I'm sure, maybe them just going to the studio and they be happy and they just sing happy music, But when you talk about reggae, it's like you can see Bob Marley smoking weed and Dennis Brown and, Rasta Man. It's like a whole different vibe. So it's very unfair to compare Afro beats with reggae. Very unfair. But people are doing it. And they are doing it from a place of, hatred. Some people. Where it's like, okay, this is our opportunity to dog, to hit out, to demonize our fellow African brothers who are doing well. But before Afrobeat was doing what it is doing now, people used to glorify dancehall and what dancehall was doing. People were celebrating dancehall. People celebrated Shabba ranking. Big dirty stinking Shabba. Slackness. People loved it. It's almost a girl's graduation, love punani bad. People loved it. People celebrated dancehall. Africans celebrated dancehall. And what I think, this is something very interesting, I wanted to pay attention to it. Before Afrobeats, a lot of dancehall artists, were going to Africa. And they were charging crazy money to go to Africa. And in some cases, the promoters had to pay 100% before they leave Jamaica. Now that has changed, and that resources for a lot of artists has dried up. So I think there's some jealousy when it comes down to, some artists and some people who are no longer, able to go to Africa because people have their own music now. Big up.
Yeah, my people, so that is Mr. Vegas' overall perspective, and I saw where I think Spice shared a similar perspective as Mr. Vegas and the whole Afrobeats thing as well. See what I say? Yeah, man, she's saying that she see it as two different genres and, something to that effect, basically, and I say, from it I do well, it I do well, and, I just saw the thing go. So, at the end of the day, I just say it go, people. Everyone's perspective is different. But as we say, BUJU, BANTON and likes a footer hype, would I say, them no see, them are doing a revolutionary music in that aspect of the genre, and them things say it's a genre where big and powerful enough where should have been representing on that side of Africa instead of just making it look like everything is good and everything is fun. But do the right thing, subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell. Please leave a like and a subscription, my people. You don't know how the thing go. Catching up on another one. I'm out.